you, and welcome everybody to this, the first day of the 122nd session of the University of Atlantia. I am the 17th and newest Chancellor, Master Hagar the Black. I want to thank everybody here for joining us. This has been a very interesting and sometimes bumpy road to this particular session. As anybody who has been involved in running an event knows, sometimes the road is not always smooth. And in this particular case, we have had to pivot many different times to get us to the point where we are here today. I would especially like to thank all of the people who were part of that process along the way. We had quite a few bids that never came to fruition as far as an in-person site goes. When we did finally work out with one, I want to thank Dame Sophia the Orange, who was our first event steward. And when that site did not work out, Patron Marianne stepped in and was working with us on getting a second site set up. And then that fell through, which put us back to where we are today. So I want to thank everybody for being patient and joining us. I especially want to thank everybody on the university staff who have been absolutely heroic in pivoting all the different times that we have had to get here. Now for the convocation portion of our day, I'm going to turn this over to our registrar, Maestro Nicolosa, who is going to announce the degrees that we are conferring.
Thank you, Master Hagar. With the University of Atlantia, we have a unique program in which all of you as participants can earn degrees based on the number of classes you take, number of classes you teach over many different sessions. Today, I will be going through and awarding 4 different sets of degrees, and I will explain them as we go. And quick shout out for those of you who have put pronunciation guides in your ESP account. It helps. Please do more of that. So for our first degree, it is for the Bachelors of University of Atlantia. This means you have taken 26 classes or class credits over any number of universities, including collegiums such as have been held at WOW, Gem Joust, and many other great sessions. So our recipients for Bachelors of University of Atlantia is Bronwyn Skirlack, Elijah of Elvagast, Ellie Firetender, Elise Labreff, Isabella Mia Caterina D'Angelo, Maggie Bakestry, Marguerite Langutier, Norbert Doolittle, Annalena Di Luca, Brian of Eisenfear, Duju Gian, Idis Drifta, Fiora, Matilda Stoll, Michelle, Ricardo Pesky, Morvith Brengek. Thank you all for taking so many classes. We hope you have learned a lot and continue to take more classes. The next degree is the Fellowship of the University of Atlantia. This means you have taught at 3 different University of Atlantia sessions. And yes, online versus in-person do end up counting as different sessions for the same session. We have 6 fellowships of University of Atlantia to award this time. Cho Min, Diekba the Weaver, Edward Perry, Hanya Vladimirovna Poltavska, Isabella Mia Katerina D'Angelo, so nice double degree today, and Jenna, another double degree today. Up next is the Masters of University of Atlantia. These are awarded for people who have reached the Bachelors of University, have reached the Fellows, and then taken 10 more additional classes and taught at 2 more additional University of Atlantia sessions. We have 5 of these to award today. Ariel Di Ponzi, Beatrice D'Amici della Campagna, Christina O'Cleary, Eirik Greylocker, and Kenrick Fitzraymond. And finally, online universities like this could not happen without the help of an army of wranglers of the University of Atlantia. Wranglers are teaching assistants who join a pool of teaching assistants and then sign up for classes based on instructor needs. So if you want to be part of this, email ta@university.atlantia.sca.org. And you too can help be a teaching assistant for great sessions like this. Today we have 4 wranglers to award. Catherine Ingen Dubaslain, Elizabeth McAllister of Kintyre, the previous registrar of University of Atlantia, Geneviève de Aquitaine, also a previous registrar. You don't have to be part of staff to get a wrangler, and Julius of Black Diamond, our bursar. Everyone jumping in and helping out. So thank you to everybody who has taught and learned and wrangled the cats of technology. I will be sending out emails with the degrees in the next few days, but also if you would like a printed one, just respond to that email and I will bring it to an event we are jointly at. So thank you, and I will hand it back to Master Hagar.
All right, thank you very much. For those of you who are on the paths toward one of those degrees, one important thing is that you get credit for the classes that you have attended. If you did not mark yourself attended in the classes that you took, you can always go out to the university website, and in the menu on the left, there is an item for mark the classes that I have attended. So you can go in there and mark your own attendance. I mentioned the fact that we ended up with this online university today rather than the in-person session that we would normally have on Saturday at the June session. This requires that we have bids for our in-site universities. For those of you not familiar, the University of Atlantia holds 3 sessions a year. The winter session is online for both days. The June and September sessions are online on in person on Saturday and online on Sunday. If you would be interested in hosting one of these in-person sessions in your local area, we would invite you to submit a bid to host such an event. You can go and find information on the university website. Again, in the menu in the left-hand column, there is a how to host link. You can find information in there on what we are looking for. We still are getting all of the details finalized, but it looks like this fall session of the university, which will be the 3rd weekend in September, is going to be back at the Linkhorn School site in Lynchburg, Virginia, where it was last fall. Also, one of the things that Maestro Nicolosa mentioned was getting credit for classes taken at Collegia. If you have an event where you are offering classes, all you need to do to get student credit for those classes is to contact the university in advance and make arrangement, and then take attendance that you then turn into us afterwards, because we like promoting education throughout the kingdom. Finally, at the end of this session, we will be sending out a follow-up survey. Please respond to that with comments, both positive and constructive, that you may have about the session, because it is through those comments that we learn and help to put on better sessions and better meet all of your needs. With that, I want to thank you again for joining us today. I hope that you have had a good morning of classes and will have a good afternoon and a good day tomorrow. Thank you all for being here.